I would love to talk to you about the federal budget. Just kidding. I think there's a lot of people that have already done that, and there are articles and discussions out there talking about the highlights and the lowlights of it. What I'd like to do is actually talk about one specific thing that was announced with the budget. It's called the First Home Savings Account, and I think it's a really neat vehicle to help save for a first home. Right now, there's kind of two front runners when it comes to saving money for a down payment for a first house. The first one would be your RSP. You can take advantage of what's called the First Time Homebuyers Plan. So you put money into the RSP, you get a tax break, and then you can take out up to $35,000 for your first home. And you take it out tax-free under the condition that you will pay that money back to the RSP over the next 15 years. There's also your straight-up tax-free savings account, where you put money in, you don't get a tax break, but it grows tax-free, and then you take it out with no tax consequences, and you never have to pay it back. This new one, the First Home Savings Plan, is kind of a hybrid of those two accounts. When you put money into it, you get a tax break, just like an RSP. And when you take the money out, there's no tax consequences, and you never have to pay it back, just like the tax-free savings account. Now, like anything, there are a few rules with this account. Number one, it's got an annual contribution limit of $8,000, and there's a lifetime contribution limit of $40,000. You also have to buy that first home within 15 years, or else you have to close the account. And there's like specific rules about what you have to do with the money that's in there, but the account has to be closed in 15 years. I realize it's still in the early stages, but so far, I'm a fan of this product. Of course, a couple things I'm not a big fan of. I don't like that you can't carry forward the annual contribution limit. So if you don't use it, you lose it with that $8,000. I also don't like the fact that you can't use it in conjunction with the current RSP Homebuyers Plan. And a quick note, I have seen people mention that this is going to help combat the high housing prices that we have right now. I don't see how. In fact, I think you could make the argument that it's going to do the opposite, but I'll leave that discussion for people a lot smarter than I am when it comes to the housing market.